Okay, we're on. Hey, and welcome to Taxes and... Hey, and welcome to Taxes and Tacos. Not really sure what's going on there. If you saw me and then saw me pause, I apologize. I am Paul. I'm joined by lovely cardboard cutout Sue. Hey, Sue, how are you? Great. And now my series kicking on. We got a computer playing audio. It's a mess here today. Also joined by Kayla and Jennifer. What's up, ladies?
Hey. We're just all really hoping we don't get sick.
Yeah.
Sue was in the office yesterday.
Yeah, Sue was in the office sick yesterday. Now she's not here, but we have cardboard Sue. Slightly larger than life. Don't really know.
Sorta Sue.
Yeah, sorta Sue. We'll blame it on the printer that Sue's a little larger. I said, Sue, if you're watching, you'll appreciate this. I said your name, and I had my phone up, and Siri said yes. Every time I say Sue, Siri kicks on. Anyway, if this is your first time watching Taxes and Tacos, we are here to just provide you tax knowledge that will help you when filing. It's easy to get lost in a sea of facts and everything you think you need to know when you file. We're going to give you exactly what you need to know, some tips, just some helpful tips along the way. We're also, this is the best part of the show, we give away free lunch every single week. In order to win that free lunch, go to the comments of this video on Facebook, type in 1040bot. That will subscribe you to a lot of things, but mainly free lunch. And the other things that I'm kind of dodging answering right now are tips and tricks. Not tricks, really, but tips and just deadlines, different things coming up that'll keep you in the loop with everything you need to know when filing your taxes. Kayla, you going to add something to that?
Oh, no.
I thought you were like about to just like chime right in there.
Yeah.
1040 bot.
The sooner you enter, the better chance you have of winning. We draw from the same pool throughout all our episodes, so the sooner, the better chance you have of winning lunch. Yeah,
so if you're watching today, but you can't watch next Tuesday, don't worry. If you enter today, you'll be entered next week as well. So there you go. Free lunch on 1040.com just for saying 1040bot in our comments. And that should be awesome for you. Hopefully you win. With that, let's move into Just the Tax. All right. So normally Sue is here, and she is our resident tax beast on the show, and I guess you would call me what do they call it? A color commentator? Is that right? Just like spitting out random jokes and nonsense. And but today I have this awesome sheet of notes. Sorry if I bore you. I'm going to read word for word on some of this, just so you know exactly what it is you need to know. And with that, hey, did you guys watch the Super Bowl?
Unfortunately,
Jennifer, did you watch the Super Bowl?
Unfortunately,
we got George in the room. George, did you watch? Yeah, George watched as well. Hey, I'm like a decent football fan. Don't keep up with like players and stats and all that, but I like watching the game. It was so boring. I thought some of the commercials were decent. I thought some were really boring. I thought some were really great. The NFL, I don't know if they rigged that or not, but they had the best commercial hands down about celebrating the 100th season next year, which is pretty stinking cool anyway that the NFL is going to be 100 years old. However, if you gambled on the Super Bowl, we have some news for you. This would be for this year's taxes. If you gambled last season and had winnings, make sure you're claiming those on your taxes on a W-2G or no W-2G, still required to report. If tax is not withheld and winning substantial, make estimated payments. Gambling losses can also be claimed as a deduction on a Schedule A form, but you cannot claim more losses than winnings. All right, so check that out. We have a tax guide. Kayla, where is that at on the site?
Tax guide, FAQ.
FAQ.
And then gambling income.
There you go. And right there it is. Do I have to pay taxes on my NFL gambling winnings? There's everything you need to know. We also had, we found some really fun bets. How long the national anthem's going to last. Would you call that prop bets? I'd never heard that until today. And then, is there going to be an interception of the first play of the game? Blah, 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 blah. If you guess the score of this game correctly, we want to hear from you. I have a feeling it's going to be crickets on our chat there. But if you happen to be watching and guess the score correctly, that'd be amazing. Also under Just the Tax, 10 most popular credits and deductions blog. This is super cool. Kayla's going to show you where that's at right now. Right there. The top most credits and deductions. I want to hit two of them, the earned income tax credit and the additional child tax credit. These are two of the most popular credits that are out there. Refundable credits that the IRS has to take a deeper look into to avoid tax fraud. So if you are using those, just know that you'll expect a little delay there, issuing refunds after February 15th. So if you filed and it's and you're watching this and February 15th has not passed yet, expect some delays there. Nothing too major, and they're just doing their best, the IRS is, to watch out for you and your safety and make sure that everything's going down as it should. We made it through Just the Tax. I'm going to be really honest. That's the part I was most nervous about without Sue. Hey, Sue, how are you? All right. I actually like this version of Sue better than when she's really here. I don't know. This is pretty great. Yeah. All right. Maybe we can just swap out the image each week. Let's head over to From the Filter. All righty. So, we say this each week. We have awesome partners at 1040.com. What is so funny?
Sue is commenting.
Oh,
from
Sue's
her couch.
writing in from the couch. All right, let's save that for the end. We'll have a little conversation with her. If you're new to 1040.com, we partner with Healing Waters International. They are an incredible organization based out of Colorado, and they are making an impact in the global water crisis around the world. And we love you guys. We're going to tell a quick little story here. In June, sorry, I lost my mind. Volcano in Guatemala erupted, and then in November it erupted again. And a church partner of Healing Waters in the community just outside of Antigua opened their doors and came together as a community to house 600 plus people that were displaced through these volcanic eruptions. And some really exciting news is that this week they are officially installing a water filtration site in this church. So that is super cool, guys. Go take a look, healingwaters.org. Check out everything they're doing. Follow them on Instagram. They have an incredible page there where you can read like these little micro stories that kind of keeps you in the loop and really gives you an idea of what it is they're doing and the lives that are being changed through that. All right, let's move over to Tales and Fails. This is the part of the show where we laugh a little bit. Last week, what did we cover?
I just remember the situation. Last
the
week,
situation.
Sue did bring her cat, though.
Oh, yeah. We had the lady that was claiming cat food as charitable donations.
Tabitha graced our presence.
And Tabitha, the Tabigator, graced our presence. That was for you, Sue. And that was fun. They made fun of the way I pet the cat. If you watch or go back and watch, apparently I pet a cat like this. I don't know. It's how I roll, I guess. Hey, so today we've got, these are my favorite Tales and Fails sections we've done out of the 3 weeks. And all the weird ways people have tried to pay or to not pay their taxes. Number 1, Texas isn't a part of the United States. Before the U.S. annexed Texas in 1845, it was briefly the independent Republic of Texas. A number of Texas residents have used this argument in order to avoid paying taxes. Hey, everything's bigger in Texas, including the tax returns, so don't try this. Bam! It's not going to work for you, and it makes me laugh anyway. All right, so number 2, the IRS, this is good. The IRS isn't a real government agency. I'm going to blow through this one. Check this out. They argue that because the Constitution gives Congress the power to lay and collect taxes and Congress didn't directly create the IRS, the government agency doesn't have the authority to tax people. The IRS is under the Treasury Department, and Congress has given the Secretary of Treasury the power to enforce income tax laws. This is great. Don't try it. It's not going to work for you. And last but not least, this is my favorite one this week. I didn't sign up for this. Look, there's a lot of things in life you're not going to sign up for and you're going to have to end up doing. This one is one just to avoid. Some people simply say they're not paying taxes because they are actually voluntary. They might point to the U.S. Supreme Court's 1960 decision in Flora versus the United States, stating that our system of taxation is based upon voluntary assessment and payment Voluntary in that decision refers to our system allowing taxpayers initially to determine the correct amount of tax. Again, this is really funny, but it's not going to work for you this time. And at the end of the day, hey, we all have to pay these taxes. The point of this show is to make that a little less painful for you, and that you can file with the confidence of a pro. How about that? Which one of those is your favorite?
Oh, definitely. I didn't sign up for this.
I didn't sign up for this.
It's not on me.
Yeah. Not my taxes. Yeah, no, they are. All right. Those are your taxes.
We're all in this together.
Yeah, you got to pay them. All right. Let's move into upcoming deadlines. Kayla, you want to hit us off with this? I need to catch my breath. Just 1 second.
Sure. So I'm going to pull up our tax guide where you can find all of these deadlines in one place. And so if we look here, there was January 15th, there was a last 2018 estimated tax payment for the self-employed. So the IRS is offering penalty forgiveness if you paid at least 85% of your estimated taxes and you're eligible for a waiver. So in prior years, the tax penalty applied if you paid less than 90%. And so they're dropping the threshold to 85% because of the concern that tax reform may catch some people by surprise. And it's a lot we're working through this year is tax reform. So most will still get refunds. Some will get unexpectedly owe more tax. So this will help people avoid the penalties. So if you paid at least 85%, there's some goodness coming your way.
Awesome.
In the form of a forgiveness. So,
hey, we also,
nice.
Thank you. I was able to get a drink of water, and then a friend of mine was texting a tax question. I promise I just wasn't, making plans for this afternoon. If you saw me on my phone, this was taxes and tacos related. All right. We also have a Valentine promo, Valentine's, as some people like to say, Leonard. And Valentine's promo, that's my alter ego named Leonard. He's a giraffe. It's awesome. Valentine's Day promo codes sent out through email. Make sure you sign up for those. They're going to be really fun. And who doesn't love a promo code? All right. So make sure you are on our email list so you can receive that and be able to utilize that. Anything else there? Upcoming deadlines?
Oh, I think that covers all the deadlines. Paul is right, though. A little secret from the inside. All of our best promo codes are sent through email. So you definitely want to get on that list.
Hey, and let's just give Joel another plug. Joel's been creating some baller-looking emails. So even if you don't like promo codes, which that'd be weird, at least just go check out the slick emails we're sending out this year. All right? Okay, so let's move over to Q&A.
All right. So we have a before question pre-submitted from Robert. He said, got a question. If I claim 0 during the year, can I claim myself at tax time?
Robert, thanks for writing in. I'm going to get out my handy-dandy notes because Sue would typically write this or answer that for you. This year, there is no personal exemption, so you don't really claim yourself for tax purposes, but what you claim on your W-4 definitely impacts your tax situation. Furthermore, here we go. When you file this year, if you owe a lot more than usual, you should consider having more withheld from your paycheck. If you get a much larger refund, you might want to have less withheld. Blog detailing that, how to adjust your your withholding on your W-4 form. Do you have that pulled up?
Yes.
Sorry, I fumbled my way through the end of that there. But we do have a blog on how to adjust your W-4. This is probably something you did when you signed on wherever you're working at. Haven't thought much about it since then. And hey, life happens, life changes, your situation changes. So take a look at this blog.
Tax guide.
Tax guide. And it should help you answer that if we didn't do a good job just now, which there's a good chance that we didn't, or that I didn't, not we, that I didn't. What else you have for us, Kayla?
All right. So Joshua says, if I had my daughter 11 months out of the year and her mama said it's her turn to claim the child, I thought they had to live with you for 6 months. So he's, I guess, asking for clarification.
Yeah. Joshua, I'm going to assume that you're from the Southeast, and the word mama, that's a dead giveaway that somebody grew up in the South or lives in the South, right?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. Anybody? Crickets? All right. Joshua, here we go. Typically, the custodial parent, the one the child spent more than half the year with, claims the child as a dependent. However, there are cases where the non-custodial parent may claim the dependent. For example, if he or she provided half of the support, or if the divorce or separation decree specifically states that they can. And there are more details on another tax guide.
There are. So if we go tax guide, our tile page, taxes for families, and assuming you're separated, claiming a child when you're divorced or separated, we'll have all the details.
Yeah, there we are. In the case where someone had the child 11 months, assuming they provided over half the support, they typically would be the one to claim the child. So hopefully that answered your question. If not, the tax guide, you'll notice that a lot of these questions you guys are sending in, we immediately go to our tax guide, check that thing out. It's awesome. A lot of depth there that cover some really specific questions regarding the questions that you have. With that, we need to announce this is our second winner, and this is awesome. Mary Dawson, if you are watching, you won lunch from last week. So before next Tuesday, message us on Facebook, direct message 1040.com. Just say, hey, yo, I am Mary Dawson, and then we'll know that because it'll say Mary Dawson, and it's going to be awesome. And then we will get you the details of how to get your free lunch. No gimmicks. I promise, Mary, just reach out to us first. Sound good? Is that right?
Yes, that is right. No, that's right.
All right. I was kind of getting the look.
We'll tag you in the comments, Mary, just to make sure you see this video.
Hey, and also, here's some tacos.
Oh, that one's vegetarian for Jennifer.
Yeah, it said bean. This one says real food. I'm just kidding all you vegetarians out there. I don't see how you do it. I told my wife I was going to be a vegetarian this week, and I kicked off the day eating meat and banana pudding left over from a Super Bowl party. So there you have it. I didn't make it. Oh, I got to get a taco too. They're like, hey, what are you doing?
Don't forget
George,
Sue.
You want one?
Sure.
All right.
Sue.
Here, hold on, Sue. I'll help you. Oh, what was Sue saying online? Let's
Just
I don't know. You eat that, Sue. What was she saying to us?
she was making some really great puns, honestly.
Oh, great.
So
Let's not read them. Hey, if you're watching, check out Sue's comments. The puns that she's making there. Share this with your friends. And come back next Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going live every single Tuesday to make you a pro when it comes to file your taxes with 1040.com. Hope you're having a great day, and we hope that you tune in next week. We'll see you soon.
Aside from my soul, there goes a sight,